Tell me something silly. Go ahead and lie to me before it's over. Lie to me. I got all day.
I was ashamed when I realized that life was a costume party, and I attended with my real face.
Tavares, right in the butt?
What?
No.
Less than a minute now.
Tool time for 200.
This term for a long-handled gardening tool can also mean an immoral pleasure seeker. Ken?
What's a hoe?
No.
She has a very long back. Taylor Swift.
Hey, throw that motherfucker. Throw that motherfucker. Hey, throw that motherfucker. Throw that motherfucker. Throw that motherfucker.
Hey guys, this is my girlfriend Becca. She has cancer, but I love her. Ugh! You can't find no black bitch with cancer? Girl, I know, right? With his weak ass.
I'm not sorry for what I'm about to do.
What are you doing?
Damn garbage.
Garbitch.
What's going on, everybody? It's Monk Dan back with another stream. I really appreciate you for being here, checking out the stream, checking out the show. If you are new, I ask that you hit the like button, send me some comments, and subscribe, baby. What I like to do on my channel is I like to seek and share wisdom through philosophy. All right, check it. We have our society, which is going through a downturn. Things are pretty bad economically. It's getting worse. I mean, it's just chaotic, right? Relationships going down the tube. It's just terrible. As you try to make any logical sense of all the chaotic things that are happening, beware of the ad hominem. You're going to see a lot of this happening, especially now that our society is moving from more personal face-to-face interactions. Now we are more associated with computers and social media, internet, so on and so forth, right? You're going to hear a lot of people make ad hominem attacks. What the hell is an ad hominem? I know you're probably like, Monk, what the fuck are you talking about? All right, so let me talk to you about it. All right, so in philosophy, we like to make arguments. We like to get our idea. We like to get our ideas across. We like to convince you of something that we can think of. We form arguments. Of course, there's things associated with that, premises and so on and so forth. But we just want to get our idea across. We want to convince you of something, right? Well, the person that might be listening or people who are listening, they may agree with you. And there are people that may not agree with you. For those that don't agree with you, what the correct way is to counter your argument, to disprove what you're saying. Well, in this chaotic time that we're living in, you're going to hear a lot of irrational things. You're going to hear a lot of things that it's not even a counter to your argument, but you're going to hear a lot of whimsical things. In this instance that I'm trying to give to you, the ad hominem is a fallacy. And in this instance, the person that's making a statement or argument, it's not even an argument. The person that's making this thing against what you're saying, they won't address what you've said. They just want to attack you, the person. Let's look into it. I got it pulled up and we can take a look at it. What a formal definition of it is. All right, here we go. All right, let me go up to here a little bit right here. So the dictionary says an ad hominem is an adjective of an argument or reaction directed against a person rather than the position they are maintaining. And they said a vicious ad hominem tax. I know that doesn't really give a clear definition, but I have the AI provided a better definition or a much clearer picture or a better example of the definition. So it says what is ad hominem and an example. So AI says an ad hominem fallacy attacks the person making an argument, not the argument itself, discrediting the claim by focusing on irrelevant personal traits, character, or circumstances instead of logic. For instance, or for example, saying we can't trust the senator's economic plan because he's divorced attacks his marital history, not the plan's merits, or dismissing a doctor's weight loss advice because the doctor is overweight. That is an example of an ad hominem. So let me take you to my Instagram page. And I'm going to restart it here. And I'm going to pause it. All right. So I'm just going to give a brief synopsis of what it is. And I have to give a brief synopsis because I'm going to play the video, but I have to pause it. For one, it has music attached to it, and I'm not sure how YouTube will react to the music in the background. And two, I can't rewind it. So I'm just going to pause it and kind of give what's happening in the story. But before I do that, here's what the story is generally about. You have this husband, boyfriend, whatever the case may be. This individual surprises his girlfriend or wife of a vehicle. She specifically wants a certain vehicle, but he gives her a different one. That's the synopsis of what's happening. And let me take you to my comment. And this is on the we_men101 page on Instagram. So here's my comment. It's first on up here. And this is about divorce. Well, this is the hashtags divorce, relationships, marriage, and all that stuff like that. All right, here it is. I'm specific on what I was saying about this video. I said she was specific on what she wanted. Buddy is at fault. Cut and simple, right? Let's take a look at the video.
What is this?
Turn around.
Wait, this isn't a Cadillac.
Pause right there. So you got this guy. He's surprising her with this vehicle. First thing she looks at is the keys. Her first statement is, this is not a Cadillac.
It's a Jeep Wagoneer. It's just as nice as a Cadillac.
So here it is. This guy, it's a Jeep Wagoneer. It's similar to a Cadillac. That's not what she wanted. She was specific on what she wanted.
I bought it for you.
Are you messing with me right now?
No, you said you wanted an SUV for the family.
I said I wanted a Cadillac. A Cadillac.
Pause it again. So now the husband is not listening. He just heard SUV in his brain. She specifically said, I wanted a Cadillac.
Why would you spend money on, how much was this thing?
It was
A lot of money. You should have got a Cadillac.
Specific. I don't get why this gentleman put himself in that situation. He is at fault. She said what she wanted. She made it clear. And she keeps saying it. Yo, I wanted a Cadillac. He is wrong.
This is very similar. I looked up stuff that's similar to the Cadillac. This is
Why would you try to surprise me with something similar when I asked you for a Cadillac?
I mean, it's cut and simple. It's dry. It's straightforward, man. It's straightforward. This lady said, why would you try to surprise me with something similar? I wanted a Cadillac. I don't understand where the hiccup is. I don't understand where the hiccup is in this video. I don't get it. So the video continues on, and she sits in the car and she's not happy. Basically, that's the end of the, kind of the video in itself. All right, so here it is. This is where I want you guys to watch the Ad Hominem. It's very critical that I lay this information out because, like I said, you see right here where it says divorces and relationships on the decline. Economically, our country is shit. I mean, everything is going down. It's terrible. But I want you guys to be aware of the Ad Hominem because you're going to try to make sense, or you're going to try to make some sort of logical sense of the reality that we are facing. You're going to try to think better, or you're going to try to think through what the hell or how to get out of this situation. There are going to be idiots, and I have to use the word idiots because they're not even attempting to listen to what you're saying or try to fix the situation. All they can do is just say negative things to you or about you. Here is an example. I made myself very clear about the video. The video is very clear. The lady is specifically saying, yo, I wanted a Cadillac. She has made that clear multiple times in this video. This is what I said. And here's my channel if you guys ever want to check me out right there. I said she was specific on what she wanted. Buddy is at fault. So 52 people agreed with me. 36 people have replied against me. This is what I want to show you guys of how to be aware of the Ad Hominem. And why should you even be worried about it? Well, I don't want you to worry about these things. Just be mindful that they don't really have anything to say against what you've presented. All they can do is just attack you, right? It's just their immaturity showing, and just be mindful of that because you don't want to get caught up in that cycle of going back tick for tack with these people because they don't really have anything to contribute, basically. All right. So this person shut underscore up underscore Abe 626. Excuse me. This guy says, what are you, a mindless trick? Wow. Ad hominem attack. Didn't address anything I said. His first opening statement is, what are you, a mindless trick? Wow. The fact that, this is what he says, the fact that he found a way to get her something just because it wasn't a $100K car she wanted. It's still a nice car. You don't have to appease a woman on everything she wants. If this is her reaction to a $70,000 car, then you need to trade the whole woman in. And 43 people agreed with this person. Now, if you are one of the 43 people, or if you agree with this person, I'm going to let you know you are incorrect. You are in the wrong. You are making a fallacy. I simply said she was specific on what she wanted, but he's wrong. He's at fault. This person calls me a mindless trick, right? So fallacy right there. Then they go on to say, the fact that the car is all of this money, she should be, in essence, she should be grateful. That had nothing to do with what I said. Had nothing to do with what I said. I'm actually saying Buddy is at fault. He didn't even say, well, Buddy is not at fault. He was like, well, she should just be happy. That is this person's reasoning right here. The fact that he found a way to get her something just because it wasn't a $100K car she wanted. Is still a nice car. That is not, like, this person is going all over the world, but I'm literally saying she was specific on what she wanted. Never addressed what she wanted. Although this person does say the fact that he found a way to get her something just because it wasn't the $100K car she wanted. It's still a nice car. That's their personal reasoning. But It's not what she wanted. It's mind blowing how people come up with these things. 43 people agree with this person. All right, next person, Trillist underscore homie is replying to the person that just called me a mindless trick. Says, he just an old goofy. That's why women don't take them for nothing, because they rather uncomfortable themselves to make a woman happy. People like a child think this world is a fantasy. They should get anything they asked for. Wow. So this person calls me an old goofy. And they go off to saying a whole bunch of stuff. There's no punctuation so I can't really understand what they're trying to say. And I can try to break it down. They're saying I'm an old goofy. That's why women don't take them for nothing. I don't know what that means. That's why women don't take them for nothing. Because they rather uncomfortable themselves to make a woman happy. I don't get what this person is trying to tell me. I get that you're trying to call me an old goofy, but everything else is kind of, I'm like, what the hell? Like a child think this world is a fantasy. They should get anything they ask for. The person didn't ask for anything. They asked for a specific thing, which was a Cadillac, not a Wagoneer. 8 people agree with Mr. Trillist underscore homie. I'm like, what are you talking about? So first you call me a goofy, old goofy, and then you go off onto some other stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? She didn't ask for anything. She asked for a specific thing. 400 quit is the next person who's talking to me now and says, ain't letting you hit, which is, again, is another fallacy. In other words, this person is alluding that I just wanted to have sex with this person, but I'm not going to get no buns from this person. Dude, I'm not even talking about sex, and I'm not insinuating anything related to sex. I made it clear she was specific on what she wanted. Buddy was at fault. 11 people agreed with 400 quit. Mindless. Like, what are you talking about? Josh underscore Ace 8 is talking to me. He says it's a 60K to 80K SUV. Okay. What does that mean? What does that have to do with anything? If you ain't going to appreciate free 60 to 80K, then you don't deserve it. New Cadillacs go for 90 to 110K. 7 people agree with this person. So this person is not presenting it ad hominem to me, which is fine. I'm thankful for that. But they didn't address what I said. They didn't say, yo, you're wrong. You misunderstood what she said. They didn't say anything about what I said. They went off on their own little thing about what they think. And what they're talking about is, listen to what they said. I'll repeat this once again. This person says, Josh Ace underscore Ace 8 says, it's a 60 to 80K SUV. Okay, and what does that mean? She wanted a Cadillac. Okay, so what? She's supposed to be thrilled that it's cheaper? No, she said she wanted a Cadillac. So I don't understand. Why are you telling me the price? It doesn't matter. She said what she wanted. You wanted to give her a gift. What you want? What do you want from her? What do you expect? Her to be excited about something that she didn't ask for? Come on, man. Come on. Then this person says, if you ain't gonna appreciate free 60 to 80K, then you don't deserve it. She didn't ask for that 60 to 80K free. She didn't ask for that. She did not ask for anything free from 60 to 80K. She didn't want that. So why would she want to settle for something she didn't want? Then he says new Cadillacs go for 90 to 110K. Okay. What's your point? It's expensive. Oh, is that what you're trying to allude to? Well, the Cadillac is more expensive, so I just got you something cheaper. Okay, that's fine. But the truth of the matter is she still wanted the Cadillac. don't buy her anything. She said she wanted a Cadillac. I don't understand what people are trying to do here. Is that a moral argument that this person is trying to make? Like, what? So the fuck what? It doesn't matter. She wanted a specific thing. Why would you try to put this moral or this financial mind, whatever they're trying to do? It's pointless. She was clear. She wanted a Cadillac. If you can't get the Cadillac, don't buy nothing at all. Or how about this? How about have a conversation with that person and say, hey, whatever the case may be. But that person obviously didn't do that because they tried to surprise them with this Wagoneer. All right, the next person, Verkenval, is talking to me, and he says exactly, which means I'm assuming he's agreeing with me. And then he says, if you can't get her exactly what she wants, not needs, but wants, you should leave. Let her find that guy that can afford a new G-Wagon every year. 2 people agree with this person. So it started off with they agreeing with me, but I never said anything about anybody leaving. I didn't say anything about her finding a new guy. I didn't say any of that. They didn't address anything I said. They started off agreeing with me, but they started adding things that I don't condone. I didn't say anything about the guy or him leaving. I didn't say anything about that. So they started off saying exactly, and I'm assuming they agree with me, but then they go off on some weird thing. I'm like, bro, I didn't say anything about him leaving her, or I didn't say anything about that. Okay, here's the author of the post who responded to me. We_men 101. And this is supposed to be for men. This is what's, before I even go into this, I want to say something. Let me go to the big screen here. Let me talk about us men, man. I am just, how can I say this? I'm disappointed at how men are supposedly supposed to be the leaders, the logical thinkers. But I'm seeing that it's more men who are the irrational individuals, the emotional individuals. That's what I'm seeing. And even with the red pill, if you will, and I'm not a part of the red pill, I'm one to have been knowledgeable or, have been siding with the red pill at one point. But as we see that there are more and more guys who are full of shit, just full of shit. They say things and they don't follow through with those things. And they are individuals who say one thing, but contradict themselves and do the same things. And it's really sad, man. It's like, I often wonder, like, what in the fuck is happening, man? Like, what the hell? These things that we say that men supposed to be these logical, man, we supposed to be logical. We supposed to be better than women in terms of reasoning and shit like this. And I'm like, who started that shit? Who said that? Because I see more and more people, men to be exact, men who are the ones who are illogical. It's a mind fuck, man, because it's like, what the fuck is happening, man? Go back to my screen here, man. Oh, boy. All right. So this is the author of the page. This person says, as specific as we are in life, nothing is guaranteed. What the fuck does that have to do with my argument? They continue by saying there are some people who can't even afford a scooter, and this chick is getting an expensive vehicle. Forget the brand. She should be grateful. He also says, I'm almost certain the husband was very specific when he met her that he didn't want that kind of woman, and here is stuck with her type. 3 people agree with this person. I don't understand what this person is trying to tell me. First, they say nothing in life is specific, or as specific as we are in life, nothing is guaranteed. What does that have to do with my argument? What does that mean? Like, okay, nothing is guaranteed, but we're not talking about anything or nothing. We're talking about this car right here. We're talking about this guy who purchased a vehicle that his wife did not want. She specifically said she wanted a Cadillac. That is what we're talking about. We're not talking about nothing in life. What the fuck? Where are you going, bro? Then he says there are some people who can't even afford a scooter. We're not talking about people affording scooters. And then he goes and say this chick is getting an expensive vehicle. Okay, cool. But it's a vehicle that she didn't want. And then he says, forget the brand. No, don't forget the brand. She said, I want a Cadillac. That is the brand she wants. So why forget the brand when she said, I want a specific brand? She should be grateful. Why should she be grateful? She didn't want that shit. Come on, man. Guys need to be more realistic, man. If you, as a guy, let's be honest. If you look for a specific thing and you want that specific thing, you know what you want. Come on, be logical, guys. Like, this is not fucking hard, man. If you said, yo, I want something specific and you go after that, or you're looking for something specific and someone gives you something that's less than what you're looking for, you're not going to be happy. Like, come on, guys. Cut the bullshit, man. Cut the bullshit. All this rage that some of these guys have is ridiculous. That is what I'm hearing, like this bullshit. Come on, man. Then he goes off to say, I'm almost certain that the husband was very specific when he met her that he didn't want that kind of woman. How do you know? And why are you even talking about that? That is irrelevant to this conversation. And here is stuck with her type. That has nothing to do with this vehicle. Then this person we_men101, and this is supposed to be for men, replies again to me and says, dude was so happy about giving her that vehicle. Okay. He was certain he'd be getting some pussy that night. Now he won't be getting anything for 3 months. And they put the laughing emoji. 18 people agree with this guy. Again. Okay. He was happy about giving her something that she didn't want. And he expect her to be happy. Come on, man. Listen to how silly that sounds. This husband wanted to give her something she didn't want, and he wants her to be happy about that. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You could try to make this moral twist that this person should be satisfied. How about you just don't buy the vehicle? If you can't afford it, you can't afford it. It's fine. Don't buy it. Or how about you save up for it? Do something other. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then this person goes off talking about he can't get no pussy. Like what does that got to do with the vehicle and her being honest about not appreciating or wanting this vehicle because she wanted a specific vehicle? Check this out. Billy_bottles_ calls me a clown with the 4 clown emojis. 7 people agree with this person. This is an example of an ad hominem right here. Didn't have nothing to say about what I said. He didn't say, yo, Monk, you're incorrect. Why? This is why you're incorrect. He didn't say that. He straight called me a clown. I don't know how I'm a clown. The video explicitly, you can hear the lady say, no, I wanted a Cadillac. You can hear the guy, the husband, trying to woo her with something she didn't want. It's like, come on, bro. I don't understand how I'm a clown. The next person, 0bitch3s, is talking to me. He says, someone gave her a free car. It's free. She should be happy she got anything. 2 people agree with this person. So they didn't really give me an ad hominem, which I appreciate. But now they're saying, well, I just give you something. I just gave you something. You should be happy with that. Listen to how that sounds. Listen to how that sounds. You got Christmas holidays coming up. Can you imagine you have a kid and they said, I really want a PlayStation 5, right? And you give them something less than a PlayStation 5. Now, you would say, man, that kid should be thankful and all of that. And it sounds nice, but they were specific. That is the key point that I think a lot of people are missing. They're specific in what they wanted. And you just expect that person to be like, well, okay, all right, this is a Hallmark movie. I should be happy. I should be grateful. I should be thankful. I think that is a disingenuous position to have. How about if you can't afford it? How about you be the rational person, the logical person to say, hey, I would like to get the Cadillac for you, but I don't have the money. Would you be happy with a Jeep Wagoneer? How about that? That person didn't do that. That is what that would be something more along the lines of being a thinker, in my opinion. That's an opinion. But I would be in the wrong, as this guy's in the wrong, to get someone something that they didn't want and then expect them to be happy about that. That is some twisted ass shit. I don't get that. That is the scenario here. And I'm trying to understand why people are okay with that. That is something interesting. All right, let's go to the big screen. That is something very twisted, man, to say to a person, hey, I know you wanted this, but I got you something less of value. And then it's less valuable. It's like, what the fuck, man? Have we gone that way of society? How about not just get it? If you can't afford the what that person wants, don't get it. Or how about another alternate motive or alternate idea is just to say, hey, I can't get the Cadillac, but can we think about maybe the Jeep Wagoneer as a gift? Maybe the person, they may be reluctant. They might like it. I don't know. But just saying to a person, hey, let me get you something less of value and expect you to be happy that I got it for you. That is I don't know a word to describe that, but that is some twisted thinking right there. Right? But none of these people that replied to the comment, and there were some more comments, and I didn't want to get into that because I'm like, bro, it's a whole bunch of that type of shit. But I'm like, they didn't address that. They didn't even say anything that I said. They just called me clown, old goofy, trick, and all these other irrational things. It's like, come on, man. And that was supposed to be a men's page with childish ass thoughts like that. That's sad, man. That is very sad. Well, I just wanted to show that, guys, man. I thank you guys for checking out the channel, man. I just want to let you guys be mindful of the bullshit that is going to happen. This is a terrible economy. Things are going to shit. And you're going to see more and more people lashing out. They can't address anything with a rational mindset or a logical mindset. But what they'll do is lash out at you. And it's just terrible, man. I don't know, man. But well, I do know. I just want you to be mindful of that and just don't let that shit get to you, man. Just overlook it. Just say, okay, this person they're not even trying. They just want to reach for the lowest fucking fruit possible. I don't know what they're trying to do. They just don't have an argument for you. All right. As always, man, as I get out of here, I just want to say peace and be kind to yourself in this economy. All right. Peace.
Just let me eat you one term. You gonna sleep for 3 days, my baby. I'm gonna make you cry.
How you gonna show us?
Ay, ay, ay.
Thank you, bitch! Bitch,